Good morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Her of Fame, but you could call me Slur of Fame. All right. Today is Saturday, December 17th, 2022, and I got joints for us. All right, having a good week so far this week. We got joints, and it's probably about 11:30, 11, almost close to the noon by the time this uploads for you. So what I'm gonna do is just get right to the action because we got a game as early as 1 p.m. All right, and that's hockey. Okay, at 1 p.m. we've got the Boston Bruins hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, Boston Bruins just the other night lost to the Los Angeles Kings in shootout. They're not going to be happy. And the weakest team in the league, or one of them, Boston's one of the best teams in the league. The Columbus Blue Jackets, they're one of the weakest, wackest teams in the league. I think Boston's going to probably blow them out 4-5 nothing. So we're going to take Boston -2. Okay, that's -121 odds. -2 at home against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now that's at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern, all times Eastern on the Betting Public Sports Show, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. That's at 1 o'clock, all right? And we've also got some college football at 3:30, okay? Got some college football. Real quick, again, I don't have many stats for this one, but it's Washington State in their bowl game against, pardon me. Oh, wow. How'd that happen? Washington State in their bowl game against Fresno State, all right? Fresno State out of that Mountain West. Them, BYU, a couple other cats. Fresno State's going to have that little brother complex for being one of the California schools that's not UCLA, USC, Cal, But the reason I'm taking this game is because, as you know, Texas Tech coach Mike Leach died this past week. Okay, he used to be Washington State's coach. I don't care what anybody says. I made a bundle of money a couple years ago when T. Boone Pickens died. I'm telling folks they're gonna smoke whoever they were playing, Oklahoma State, and these guys just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, it wasn't funny when I was making money on the shit. You know what I'm saying? You find whatever motivation that you can, and football players always finding motivation. Mike Leach is a former longtime coach up there at Washington State. That he's going to play a part in this game. So that's why we're going to take Washington State on the money line at +165, all right? And now we got 3 in NFL games, right? 3 NFL games starting at 1 o'clock. We got the Colts at the Vikings, right? The Colts still don't have their number one coach. They're still a former broadcaster. Jeff Saturday's still their coach. And they don't even have a quarterback, really. They had Ellinger for a while there, put him in there, didn't work out. Matt Ryan's been in and out. It's whoever. But the Vikings, they just had their second loss of the year last week against Detroit. They're not supposed to be losing to Detroit. I don't care what kind of upstart Detroit's in this year. You're not supposed to be losing to them. So I'm taking a very angry Vikings team on this first NFL Saturday of the season. Okay? We're taking the Vikings -3.5. All right? Or you can take them on the money line, but just put an extra unit on it, make it 2 units. But we're going to take them -3.5. All right? for normal odds, minus 110. All right. And then the second game at 4 o'clock, you got division foes. The Cleveland Browns hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens will not be having Lamar Jackson, their quarterback. That's all you need to know. Last week they struggled against lowly Pittsburgh. They're going to get their ass whipped today. Okay? Cleveland, Deshaun Watson, he started. Once he gets, there's 2 starts now. This week or next week, he's going to go off on somebody for like 3 touchdown passes. And I'm expecting it to be this one because it's, like I said, it's the rivalry game, Browns and Ravens. Then you got that personal rivalry between them. Not only is it a division rivalry, but they're personal rivals. If you know, the Ravens they were the Browns at one point, and Baltimore, even with them, they just don't do anything for me like that. But the Browns, they got a strong running game with Chubb, and they got decent receivers, Mari Cooper, the tight end 85. Like I said, at some point, either this week or next week, Deshaun Watson's going to go off. We're not going to take a prop anytime this week, but we're going to take the Browns minus 3. Okay, normal odds, all right? And then the last one, okay, now that's at 4:30, that Browns and Ravens game. But this one, 8:15, nightcap, you've got the Dolphins at Buffalo. AFC East. This is like, you don't want to play Buffalo this time of year. Any year, but definitely not at home. And while they're good up there, I heard it's supposed to be like a foot of snow, like it was supposed to have been like a couple weeks ago when they had to do the game in Detroit. I heard it's supposed not as bad as that, but I heard it's supposed to be the weather says it's going to be a problem up there. Miami, they're coming from Miami to Buffalo. It's almost criminal that they would have to go down there, but Buffalo and all them other northeastern teams, they go down to Miami in September. And but I as bad as I want to take I'm not gonna lie to you, as bad as I want to take Miami, I don't see it happening. Okay, I just don't. I don't see them winning up there. But we are going to take Miami plus 7. Okay? They try to talk all this shit about Tua, being from Hawaii, then Miami, after stopping at Alabama, is he afraid of snow and whatnot? He's not. Like you said, it snows in Alabama, folks. He'll be okay. So we're going to go ahead and take them plus 7. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I really do think Miami's going to give them a better game than everybody's expecting, all right? So let's recap. NHL, 1 p.m., got Boston hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're taking the Boston Bruins minus 2, minus 121 odds, all right? 3:30 p.m. college football. Washington State as the visitors on the scoreboard at Fresno State. We're taking Washington State money line plus 165. Okay. NFL 1 o'clock. You've got 1 o'clock NFL. We've got the Colts at the Vikings. We're taking the Vikings minus 3.5. 4:30. The Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland. We're taking Baltimore. No, we're taking Cleveland. I'm sorry. We're taking Cleveland minus 3. Okay. And at 8:15, Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. We're taking the Dolphins plus 7. All right. Which means they can still lose. Just don't lose by more than 8 points. All right. But there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow with more action, probably all NFL tomorrow. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe to this show. And don't forget, the instructions for the game show, all right? But we're going to do a more in-depth promo on that. But until then, let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk to you, all right? But until then, be well. Peace.